Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. I'm your host Raj, and today I want to give you a little bit of good news about Illumina. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends. A while ago, the European Union deal regulator seemed to be very assertive and imposed a record penalty on Illumina to divest Grail. We all know about that story and all the problems that came after that. In fact, European Union deal regulator has been using their Article 22 powers to look at deals globally that may not even have a footprint in Europe. For context, we already know the record penalty they imposed on Illumina. They had a similar heavy judgment for Qualcomm as well. I will talk more about that later in this video. A recent development at the European Union deal regulator may give some relief to Illumina, and I'll explain why. An aide to the EU's top court thinks they might have overstepped their boundaries when it came to Illumina and Grail. This Advocate General, that is Nicholas Emilio, basically said that by probing into Illumina's deal, the European Commission might have stretched its powers way too far, and Nicholas thinks that it would give the Commission the authority to poke its nose into almost any merger anywhere in the world, regardless of the company's presence or the deal's value, and that's pretty big deal, right? Because earlier they had a value threshold below which they would not look into the deal because it was too small. And now there is this geographical aspect also, because Qualcomm deal was much less in size, but still the EU went into it. So even though Illumina scraped their plans to acquire Grail, in fact they are trying to divest Grail as per EU instructions. This case is crucial because it's testing the EU's new Article 22 powers. And guess what? They've already used these powers in other cases, like, for example, I was talking about Qualcomm's purchase of an Israeli chip maker. Recently, Qualcomm cancelled its agreement to purchase the Israeli chip company Autotalks. This purchase amount was not revealed when the deal was initially announced in May 2023, but it was estimated to be around 350 million. The cancellation was prompted by ongoing regulatory inspections of the transaction, with EU claiming late August that the deal required antitrust approval. The European Commission cited the importance of the deal to original equipment manufacturers and others who may need access to vehicle-to-everything semiconductors. The US Federal Trade Commission was also reportedly looking into the transaction. Now, here is where it gets interesting. The news of this opinion came out on the 21st of March 2024, and instantly Illumina's stock shot up by 8.3% after the EU court opinion. Why? Well, if the court agrees with the Advocate General, Illumina might be able to dodge a bullet. They could avoid paying a hefty fine and scrap the order to sell Grail. This means a huge addition to the bottom line, and the amount kept in reserve to pay the fine to EU will now be available to the company to use as it may decide, whether to give it back to the shareholders or use it for AI-related investment. In my opinion, Illumina can now appeal to avoid the fine, and the question is, why did EU change its merger review process in the first place? Well, it's all about catching those sneaky takeovers of small companies that used to slip under the radar, especially in the tech world. Illumina, of course, is backing this opinion, saying the EU shouldn't have meddled in their merger plans. And despite all this legal drama, they are still on track to sell Grail by the end of second quarter of 2024. And I don't think the new CEO wants to rock the boat. As for the final verdict, we'll have to wait a bit longer, and the court's decision is expected in the next few months. So there'll be a catalyst a few months down the line. I think around the same time, we may probably see the first interest rate cuts. And all of that should really be a big catalyst for Illumina share price, which is depressed severely thanks to all the shenanigans. And I think we should stay tuned on Illumina, and because this legal battle is far from over. 2 months is a short period of time for us as investors, so we'll watch this like a hawk. And when we look at the recent catalysts, I can list them as follows. Number 1, Grail sale has been decided and a timeline has been announced. Number 2, there's a glimmer of hope that EU may change its opinion and allow Illumina to avoid paying the fine. Number 3, Carl Icahn is going easy on Illumina lately. The one weak point for Illumina is that as a result of the Grail and the boardroom saga, they are lagging behind in AI. If we assume NVIDIA to be the center of the universe for everything AI, then take a look at Clara for genomics. Everyone from PACB to Oxford Nanopore has a collaboration with NVIDIA. It's time for Illumina to take the next step to explore AI. They already have Primate 3D AI. I'm not saying that they are total laggards. However, if we look at the quality of NVIDIA GPU and the ecosystem that is being built by NVIDIA, choosing not to be on that platform would not be a good idea. Now that Illumina is getting a breather from Grail and the boardroom battles, they can work out their strategy to maintain their lead in the new AI architecture that is being built as we speak. So please let me know what you guys think about this. And do you think Illumina's share is going to rebound now? And do you have any Illumina shares? So I'd like to hear from you. Put your comments and I'll be reading them. And I think that brings me to an end of this video. With that, I would like to say bye for now. See you later. Dear viewers, I'm your host Raj, and today I have exciting news for you. I'm thrilled to introduce an exclusive low-cost membership opportunity designed to elevate your experience and deepen your engagement with our community. At the same time, it will also strengthen the channel. As we journey together through the realms of genomics and artificial intelligence technologies, I invite you to join us and unlock a host of exclusive benefits. And by becoming a member, you will gain access to early access videos, and be the first one to dive into our latest content, gaining valuable insights and analysis before it's released to the public. Monthly Zoom calls are a new feature I'm introducing. Join me for an intimate monthly Zoom call session where we dive deeper into industry trends, answer questions, and foster meaningful discussions. Joining our membership community not only grants you access to these exclusive benefits, but also ensures that you are at the forefront of our journey, shaping the direction of our content and discussions. For just $2.99 per month, you will secure your spot in this select group of individuals committed to learning, growth, and exploration. But hurry, membership is limited to only 25 spots, ensuring an intimate and personalized experience for all participants. It's just like buying me a cup of coffee once a month. I would like that, wouldn't you? Don't miss out on this opportunity to enhance your investment journey and connect with like-minded enthusiasts. Thank you for your continued support, and I look forward to welcoming you as a valued member of our community. See you soon in the membership section. Bye for now.